Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Little song I'm making up. How are you? How are you? Welcome. It's Monday. It's Monday. Now I don't know if you can hear the calamity that's going on outside, but I've got some building work, and it's really discouraging me from coming on live. But I am an overcomer, as we all are, and so I'm here today to talk to you about the power of storytelling. Yes. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Yvonne Michelle. I am the Speak Easy expert, and I am here to help you in your speaking journey. That's your speaking, your storytelling, that is your video work, working on video, working on a live stage. That is what I am here to help you to do. Over, if you struggle with confidence, I'm here to help you to overcome that. And if you just don't know what to say, I'm here to help you with that. So my name is Yvonne Michelle. I am the Speakeasy expert, and I'm here to help you speak a lot more easy. Yeah, nice and easy, and not panic and not get into your own head. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about the power of storytelling. Now, the power of storytelling is an incredible thing. It is very, very important for you and I to do. If you have a business, storytelling is essential. If you are in leadership, storytelling is essential. If you work a normal 9 to 5, telling stories is going to help you get promoted. I'm telling you. It's a really, really powerful thing. So for those of you just joining in, please do like and subscribe and share this video with your family and friends. So without further ado, I'm going to go into the power of storytelling. Now, one of the things is that when we are performing, when we are on a podcast, when we are on the radio, when we are on a live stage, we want to engage our audience. That is the most important and fundamental thing. We want to engage our audience and keep them there. And the best way to do that is by telling a story. Now, I once heard a story. It's not my story. I heard a story. And it was about this father. And he was going on a journey with his daughter. His daughter just learned to drive, and so his daughter decided to take the wheel and drive her dad. She wanted to show off. She wanted to show her dad what she could do. So they went on this journey. In the middle of the journey, there became a thunderstorm, and the storm was really, really heavy. The winds were blowing and the rain was coming down. The windscreen wiper, she had to put it on at full, so they were just going really, really fast. And the young girl became scared. She got frightened. She didn't know what to do because she'd never been in a situation like that. And I want you to think about the situations that you've been in, that it's been the first time, and how you felt, and how your heart races, and how your mind starts to overthink and thinking, oh, the worst. Rather than saying calm down and just stay focused, you start to panic, and your mind starts to tell you the worst case scenarios. So this young girl, she just passed a test, and all these things were going through her mind, and she's like, Dad, should I pull over? And he's like, no, keep driving. And Dad remained calm. Isn't it so important that when things are going wrong, that the person or the people that you're around stay calm? So anyway, they carried on this journey, and it just got worse. She could feel the turbulence in the car. The car was moving from side to side. She was trying to keep the car straight, holding on to the steering wheel with dear life. You could see the whites of in her knuckles. She was holding on for dear life, and she was scared. And yet still her dad said, just keep driving, baby. Just keep driving. Just keep driving, baby. Just keep driving. Keep your eye on the road and keep driving. And so she's driving, and she's like, Dad, should I pull over? Should I pull over? Because she wanted him to take over. She wanted the security of her dad. She wanted that person who had all the knowledge and the expertise to take over. But Dad said, no, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Eventually, as the windscreen was going and the rain was coming, the water started to dry up and ease up, and it's going, the windscreen wipers are going at the clappers. Her heart rate's pounding, but the rain is dissipating. It's becoming less and less and less. And then she realizes that they've actually come through the storm. They come through the storm, and her heart rate starts to go down. And she's like, Dad, should I pull over? And he said, yes, pull over. Now is the time for you to pull over. So she pulls the car over. And she said, oh, thank God. And he was like, yes, thank God. Thank God. Yes, thank God. We've made it through safe. And he said to her, I want you to come out the car. So she gets out the car thinking that her dad is going to change paces with her and take the journey to the next stage. But her dad said to her, how are you feeling? She said, I feel good, Dad. And he said, what did you learn through the journey? And she said, what I learned is that, I have to have the faith to keep going. And he goes, yeah, that's a good thing that you've learned, to just keep going. Just tell yourself you can do it and to keep going. And he goes, what else did you learn? And she's like, that's it, Dad, really. I've just learned that I should just keep going. And then he said to her, take a look behind you. And she took a look behind her. She took a look behind her. And he said, what do you see? And she says, well, I see other cars. And he goes, but what do you see about the other cars? She said, well, I can see the cars are still laid up at the side. And what else can you see? He said. She said, well, they're still in the storm. And he said, exactly. If you stop, you will still stay in the storm. So the key to the matter is to keep going. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because many of you have started a journey and have stopped because you have got scared, your heart's been pounding, you're unsure of where you're going, you it's unfamiliar territory. And I want to encourage you today to keep going, to keep your eye on the prize, because if you're going on the journey and you stop, wherever you stop, you're still going to be in the eye of the storm. But the key to it is to keep moving, to keep going, to keep learning, to keep striving, to keep doing what you know you're supposed to do. Just like the young girl, she wanted to kind of lean on her dad, and her dad could represent a coach for you. That's who her dad could represent. And even with a coach, your coach is going to tell you, keep going. Now, I'm the Speakeasy coach, and I'm telling you about storytelling today. The power of that story is that it gives you another message. The power of stories is one, it influences, it teaches, and it inspires. Okay, so whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your business is, or whatever who you're helping, you have to keep going. You are going to feel discouraged. You are going to feel like a duck out of water and not have all the tools, the keys, the strategies to what you think you need. But if you stop, you will never get those strategies. If you stop, you will never find the key. If you stop, the strategy will not come to you. You have to keep going and look around you. Remember, the father said, come out of the car, come out of your environment and look behind you. What do you see? So take a stop, take a pause, not a stop, a pause. Look at what's around you. What can help you to move forward in your journey, in your destination? I've told you a story to tell you something else. So that's number 2. Your story is going to help you to it's going to help to bring your topic to life. That's number 2. So number one, stories are there to influence, teach, and inspire. Number 2, your story brings your topic to life. So now I'm telling you about something. I'm bringing it to life. I'm bringing a situation to you that you could have been involved in. It's simple thing like driving through a storm. Many of us, who's a driver here? Let me know if you're a driver. Put it on the chat. If you are a driver, there has got to be a time when you were driving and everything was fine, and then all of a sudden it started raining. And you're thinking, my God, where did the rain come from? That's the distraction in your business. That's the distraction in your life. That's what the rain represents. It's the distraction. And so you start to focus on that. And then you lose sight of your destination of where. So you want to stop. You want to pull over because you get scared. But no, you keep going on the journey. So if you are on the journey, if you have a business and you are not speaking, if you are a woman in leadership and you are not speaking, you're not talking about what you're doing and how you're playing in this world, you are leaving business and money on the table. That's what I'm here to tell you today, that you're leaving money and you're leaving business on the table. You must use the power of your voice to connect with the world, with your audience. This is why you can speak. This is why you speak to be heard. You don't speak for the sake of speaking, but you're speaking to be heard. You're speaking to leave a message. You're speaking to leave a diamond, drop something in somebody's hand that's going to change the course of their destination, that's going to move them to where they need to go. It's going to propel them higher and higher and higher. That is why you have a voice. Your voice is important, but use your voice wisely. Use it and start creating stories. Every day we walk out, every day something happens, there's a story in it. And you can use that story to connect. So number 3, the power of stories is connection. The connection and engagement with your audience. That is number 3. Right? I think I'm going to give you 5. Right? I'm going to give you 5. In my head, I was only going to give you 3, but now I'm going to give you 5. So number 1, again, stories influence, teach, and inspire. Yeah. And that's why you want to create a story around whatever it is you're doing. Create a story around your brand. Create a story in your marketing. Right? Stories are powerful. Number 2, stories bring your topic to life. So whereas it will be a normal chit chat, actually, when you bring a story, it gives your audience something to think about and it brings them to life, because everybody who's listening, most people who is listening, can drive or have been in a car or have been in a car when it's been raining and felt that unease, that dis-ease of what's going to happen next. The car's going from side to side and I have no control over that. I've just got to go with it. And the driver's the one who's in control. Does she keep going or does she stop? Because if she stops, she's going to stop right in the eye of the storm, right in the eye of the storm. So the best thing is to keep going. Let that journey keep going. So number 3 was, I've told you the story to build connections, because you understand that. You understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So stories also prevent you. When you use another story, it also prevents you. This is number 4. It prevents you from getting lost in your own story. So this is, I'm going to say this, throw this out to those who work with people who have gone through trauma. And this is something that I have witnessed. I've seen this happen so many times, that a person wants to talk about helping other people in their trauma, but in doing that, they're talking their story and then they get lost in their own story. So it's about creating a story that you can practice, and that you know that you don't actually get lost in your story and bring your stuff, bring your vomit. Let me just say it, bring your vomit to the table, because nobody doesn't want that. They want the answer. They want the way through. They want the strategy, the learning, the way through. And number five, a good story will expand your point and build trust. And that's why there is a power. If you want to grow your business, the biggest and easiest way of growing your business is through speaking. And if you tell stories, it builds trust. If you have trust, then you have clients. Does that make sense? So these are my 5 tips today for you, to help you with storytelling and why it is powerful and essential to use the power of storytelling. So guys, I know that there are a few of you here. Do you have any questions before I go? Because this is it. I'm done for now. I just came on here quickly to share the power of storytelling, and also to invite you. Fully loaded, my dear. Hello, how are you doing? I am going to invite you to join me at the Speak Easy Masterclass, which is happening on the 15th of July at 2 p.m. British Standard Time. Join me for it's going to be a live and virtual training. It's big stuff going on here. So I am going to be streaming from a live studio, and it's going to be incredible. So this is a masterclass that I want to invite you to join me at the Speakeasy Masterclass. And this is going to help you to speak a lot more easier and really niche what you do and create a magnetic message to draw your dream clients to you. All right, so this is me, your girl Yvonne Michelle. I am out of here. Please do join me. I've left the link in the description box, so do join me again. I will be back here again tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm going to be doing lives every day at 2 p.m. British Standard Time. And if you haven't joined the Speak Easy group, speakers group, Speak Easy Collective, then I'm inviting you to join. It's a free group. Join with me. I'm always delighted to see you doing your thing, my sister. Yes, my darling. Yes, my darling. Thank you for being here and joining in the conversation. I really appreciate you. How and I met at Her Story event, and we have remained friends ever since. So it's been a blessing. You are, and you are a master of pulling out that niche from people. Thank you, my darling. Thank you so much for saying that. This is my calling. This is what I do. It's all about the voice. It's all about how we communicate. So I do a whole big package of video. I do live stage stuff. I do lots and lots of different stuff, but it's all about communication. And I thank Hal for being here. And also just to remember, do remember tomorrow night, the After Dark show starts again. Yes, it does. New time, 9 p.m. to 11 British Standard Time. We have Fidel Buhil coming in. I can't even pronounce his name properly, but that's terrible. But he's coming in to talk about the modern man. He is calling himself the King Maker. So we're all about relationships on the After Dark show. So it's going to be absolutely incredible. I would highly advise people not to miss out. Absolutely. Thank you, Hal. I really appreciate that. So that's tomorrow night. Do join me live in the studio. Yes, I will be live in the studio tomorrow, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And that is the After Dark show. So it's all systems go. We're back, fully loaded, fully in gear 6, I think. We have, yeah, because I've got a 6-gear car. So yeah, we're going right in, foots down on the accelerator. We're going somewhere. All right, take care. My love to you. Mwah. Ciao, ciao. I do this all the time. Now I'm going. Take care. God bless. Much love.